Welcome back, everybody. My name is Carlos Rodriguez, your doctor recommended dose of nerdiness, aka your Nerd a Day. We're back with a Nerd a Day reviews. This time, actually talking about one of the most anticipated games of this year that just recently released. Wait, no, let me look at my notes. That's right, we're talking about the actually first installment of this series. We're talking about Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice, developed and published by Ninja Theory. I got to play that for the first time this year in the lead up to Hellblade 2's release. I wanted to dive into this world. I realized that I'd never played this beautiful Ninja Theory game. I love Ninja Theory, so I wanted to get into it and dedicate some time to it. So, as always, I played this on an Xbox Series X. The story for Hellblade is based on Senua, a young Pict warrior who suffers from severe psychotic mental illness, on a journey to save the soul of her lover Dillion from the Norse underworld of Helheim. Gameplay wise, it's very Ninja Theory. It's a third person game that blends elements of puzzle solving and melee combat with a sense of dread and horror due to Senua dealing with her darkness, or more commonly for us, her psychosis. One of the shining lights and beacons of this game is his impeccable storytelling. I've been a Ninja Theory fan for so long. Their dedication to storytelling and the unique style that they bring to their projects, like Enslaved, Odyssey of the West, and their specific take on Devil May Cry and DMC, were one of my favorite games of the previous 2 generations ago, I would say, right? The 360 PS3 generation. And honestly, they don't miss with this first entry in Senua's story. I love the lengths they went to tell a compelling story about losing a loved one and how that affects you, and how they crafted a story around Senua's psychosis with poise and humility. Senua isn't treated like many others in multimedia projects we've seen in the past. Ninja Theory sought out experts in the field of psychosis to respectfully convey the ailment, and it was actually a very beautiful experience. Seeing people who work in that field and also have that ailment, what they would see in a day-to-day life, how they would deal with a day-to-day life, how to distinguish what is real to them, or what they perceive as real versus what is real in the real world. It's very interesting, and I think them showing that, it is an ailment, is not something to look away from, to live with your, quote-unquote darkness, as Senua does at the end of this game. It's honestly a beautiful tale. I don't suffer from psychosis, so I can't speak to that, but there is beautiful documentaries on the game itself and on their YouTube page, Ninja Theory, that goes into some of the nuances of how they developed and went about telling Senua a specific story. I thought that was very beautiful. I truly commend them for that. As Senua's continued her journey, it was very trippy to hear the voices in my head through my headphones. It is recommended to play the games with headphones, and honestly, we don't talk about that aspect in video games too much. That is one of the best things about this game, is playing it with headphones. The dedication to audio is outstanding, 10 out of 10. What they do with this game, the voice is constantly trying to deter me from completing my goals and doubting me. It made it very difficult to continue and frustrating in a very unique way that I haven't experienced before. Because they wanted to tell a story in that way, it aiding in putting you in the shoes of someone with psychosis. Negatively, I would say, while Senua's tale is compelling from a story standpoint, by traveling to Helheim and confronting Hela herself for her love, there is some obtuse sections map-wise that took me out of the immersion. Consistent backtracking for me and darting around the map became a bit frustrating during some sections. There wasn't too much of a guide, to where to go. This is a shorter experience, but I wish there was a little more leniency to kind of show me in these open areas where to go, even if it's like a vocal thing. I'm not talking about Aloy specifically in Horizon, Forbidden West, where she unfortunately consistently says something to that effect, but it would have been nice to have Senua or the voices, somebody kind of steer me in the correct direction if it seemed like I was being off track. But verdict wise, with this slight frustrations aside, Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice includes incredible story, fun puzzles, and incredible graphics, all while giving us an amazing protagonist dealing with psychosis and showing that in such a positive light. Ninja Theory's Hellblade, Senua's Sacrifice, gets a 4 out of 5 on the Nerdy Day scale. Don't forget, you're stronger than you think you are.